Hello Year 1, Mrs Ellis here. I'm going to go through some phonics with you today. So the first thing that I would like you to do is I would like you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, or a whiteboard and a whiteboard pen if you've got that at home. And then what I would like you to do, first of all, to get you into the phonics zone, I would like you to pop onto Phonics Play. I'm sure an adult can help you get onto that website and practice your Phase 3 and your Phase 5 phonemes to warm up. So either use the flashcard game or play Ob and Bob, and I want you to select the Phase 3 and Phase 5 to help you get into the phoneme zone. Today we are going to have a look at this digraph. So first of all, I want you to have a think about the graphemes that are making this phoneme and what makes up this digraph, and I want you to be able to read it and say it. It is a phoneme that we've looked at before, so you should be absolutely fine with this. So this is a bit of a recap for you, but you will see why in a moment. So what I want you to do next is I would like you to use your best handwriting, and I know you've all been practicing your best handwriting because I've been seeing some of the work that you've been sending in to Miss Dakin and Miss Coxhead, and I would like you to practice your A and your I. Now remember, you are almost thinking about getting into Year 2 now, so practice that digraph with your best handwriting, please. Now, the A phoneme that we're having a look at, I think it's now time to have a think about some of the words that we might see this phoneme in. So I have thought of these words. I've thought of rain, train, pain, and chain. I wonder if you could write these words out, put the sound buttons underneath them, and identify the A digraph in them for me. Now, this is where I wanted to get to today, because I know that you all know this phoneme, but this phoneme can also be made by other graphemes that we know. I wonder if you know any. So that means that sometimes when we hear the A phoneme in words, it might not be spelled by using the A and the I digraph together. So there might be other letters that make up this phoneme. So these are the alternative spellings for the A phoneme. So when you see a word and you might hear the A phoneme, but you might be a little bit confused because the word isn't spelt using the AI digraph, but you can still make the word make sense using the A phoneme. But that's because there are different ways of spelling the A phoneme. So you might see that A phoneme being spelt using these ways: EI, AI, EY, A split digraph E, EIGH, and EA. Now, this might take a little bit of getting used to. It might be something that you've already noticed when you are reading words, perhaps in your reading books. So it might be something that you've thought about already. But all of these different ways of spelling A, we call these the alternative phoneme family. So it's an alternative, which just means different way of spelling A. And altogether, these phonemes just make up the A phoneme family. So here I've got all the different ways that we can make that A phoneme. And I've got some words here with the A phoneme in. I wonder if you can spot which graphemes appear in these words to make that A phoneme and match them up. I wonder if you can spot it. Now I wonder, because I know you are all very clever Year 1, I wonder if you can think of any other words using these alternative spellings, so these different ways of spelling A, and I wonder if you can think of any other words that have got these in. I wonder if you can write any of those down for me on your whiteboard or your paper. Now, what I would like you to do is I want you to use your words that you've come up with, and I want you to write 2 sentences about the boy and the mole from our book using a word that uses a different spelling for the A phoneme. So I've left the different ways of spelling the A phoneme on this slide for you, just to remind you, and you can use your words that you've come up with as well. So for example, this is my sentence. The boy said, "What a beautiful day." So my word day has got the alternative spelling of the A phoneme, and it uses the A and the Y for the A phoneme here. So this is part of that A phoneme family. So now I want you to have a go at writing your 2 sentences. Please don't forget your capital letters, your finger spaces, and also think about what's going to go at the end of your sentence. Is it going to be a full stop? Is it going to be an exclamation mark like my sentence, or is it going to be a question mark? Now I've put an activity here for you so you can pause the video on this point and you can have a go at putting these words with the right spelling of the A phoneme. Now, being in year 1, we also need to be getting really good at reading different words now, and I know that you are all really good at this. So I want you to think about these words that we need to know in year 1, and I wonder if you can read and say these words. I wonder if you can then challenge yourselves to write them in a sentence. So you've got 5 words there, so 5 sentences. I want you to have a go at writing those into. Well done year 1 at having a go at this phonics lesson today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I want you to do a little bit more work on your A phoneme family this week, and you can explore some other games on Phonics Play or some other websites that you've been having a look at to help with your phonics, and see what else you can find out about the A phoneme family.